Starship Troopers Extermination is a PvE co-op base building survival tactical milsim sci-fi horde shooter. This ain't for you casual Starship Troopers fans who simply just saw the original and proceeded to go on to X formerly known as and argue that it actually is making fun of your exact political enemies. No. This game is for the real die-hard fans of the Starship Troopers expanded universe who, without fail, always turn out to be autistic southerners in their mid-30s. Luckily, I fit in with the real Starship Troopers fans because last week I watched the third movie.
Oh, great one! Lord, would you please take these women from me and...
Set 26 years after the first movie, you play as John Mobile Infantry, the slightly less cooler Paul Verhoeven version, who is a part of the elite Deep Space Vanguard unit known as Brimstone 1. Your mission is to fight across the galaxy to discover Agartha, harvest adrenochrome, and achieve total arachnid death in the name of Jesus Christ himself. There are count them, 6 entirely unique classes in this game.
And they all have their own little unique gimmicks and quirks, and I really like that.
Some of the weapons and equipment they unlock are shared between classes, some are unique to one, and most of them suck. At least they do on hard difficulty, which kind of makes sense. But one thing every class can unlock is the 810 Puerto Aryan Giga Chad Emancipator sidearm. Starting off, we have the Guardian, the only class that can take hits without dying instantly. Special ability is just summoning a wall around you, taking even less damage and having 0 recoil. All of his unique perks you unlock just straight up reduce damage. And his weapons deal just enough damage to get the XP for when the Demolisher sitting right next to you actually kills them. Now this guy's highlight is his special ability right here. It just launches a bunch of grenades, getting you the highest kill count in the entire game. Being as it actually launches the grenade you're using in the grenade slot, you're of course going to equip the Lura grenade because it's the best in the game. Demolishers also start with the Chi-Hong grenade launcher, which is excellent at clearing hordes and may seem like the best weapon in the game, but those who know. At max level, you unlock a perk that just lets you equip a second primary, which of course equates to more grenade launcher ammo. Nuclear jetpack, now that's what I'm talking about. Look at that nice PNG effect. Congratulations, idiot, you're on cleanup duty.
Blow yourself up or leave! I don't care which!
One really cool mechanic in this game is that when the bugs die, instead of their bodies disappearing, they actually become terrain. Terrain you can walk on. Terrain the bugs can walk on. There are a few ways to clear these bodies, but only one's actually ever going to be used. The Sniper was the class that I mained in the beginning, and coincidentally, is also the worst class in the game. The special ability is a jump pack. Finally, someone gets it. Give your snipers a jetpack so they can reach their sniping spots. And then take away all their health, any good grenades, and give them only one good utility and one good weapon, until you max out that weapon to unlock it for every other class, and immediately switch to medic. You sacrifice all of this for what? Running slightly faster than everything else, except for the bugs. Bro, look at this perk. You get a damage increased when high up because shooting downwards technically makes the bullets travel faster due to gravity. Ranger. No one plays for some reason. This is the closest you'll ever get to a basic infantry class, and you get built-in health regenerate. What the frick? That's insane. All of the perks increase survivability, making this the one class that can actually go out and do things on its own. On level 8, Slug Shotgun deals the same amount of damage per shot as the anti-material rifle. This is actually like the best weapon in the game. At level 15, SMG. Garbage. Get that out of here. Lowest armor penetration in the game. To deal any significant damage to warriors, you have to shoot them at the face from the front, which you never want to do because you always want the high ground in this game, bro. This is sporting his lore-accurate shovel. The engineer is the coolest class in the game. Why? Because I can set up my own mini bases complete with walls, ammo boxes, and a turret on any flat area on the map without using team resources. I can then overclock my turret to make it do this. This class also gets access to the other best grenade in the game, the Chem Grenade. It contains pure cyfluthrin, just like the kind used in the war against the brown marmorated stink bugs. Oh, hi, buddy. Yeah, you didn't like that tempo I spread directly on you, did you? Yeah, you're gonna die a slow, painful death, aren't you? Foreigners. Yeah, these are Asian beetles right here, and we don't like them in this country. And they're annoying as hell. Okay, I better get out of here before I catch cancer. There he is, the little bastard. Downed him. Little does this idiot know he's walking on dry tempo, so he's He's not gonna last very long either. Medic! Trust the science, you freaking chud! Hey, you're due for your booster shot. Oh, you're down? Let me go ahead and revive you from across the map. Oh, frick, wrong gun. Hey, Fauci just called and he needs your exact coordinates. Medics are actually vital in missions because it's the only way for the other classes to heal. You can also equip a machine gun drone, which sucks. The speed stims are just liquidized crystal meth, which, fortunately, I now know how to safely inject thanks to this handy-dandy step-by-step guide anyone can find online. Thanks, Canadian government. Here's how an average round of Starship Troopers Extermination will go.
One day, you're throwing back pink lemonades on Diddy's yacht.
No, but seriously, guys, why the frick are there so many Diddy references in Alvin and Chipmunks? Like, come on, bro. What were they doing at the freak-off parties, huh? You and 15 other ASVAB waivers will be dropped on some sort of planet to do some random objectives like capturing zones, securing the lean, rescuing the intelligent NPCs, and then it all culminates in the entire team working together to sit there and do absolutely nothing and watch me because I'll build the base, you let me handle it, I'll design it, you all suck, no one else can build a better base. The premise of these missions is that you need to deploy the ARC, the Arachnid Response Center, which looks like a giant, it's powered by pure nitrous oxide. This machine then pounds into the ground to gather seismic data and locate the op block. The arachnids ain't gonna like that, so they're gonna pull up, which is why we need to build a wall to keep out all of them dirty, let's see here, what did mediums say the arachnids represented again? Yes, we need to build a wall to keep out the hold on, stop, pause. Tight-knit community, secretly controlled the government, long nose. What did Verhoeven mean by this? You all proceed to die on your way to extraction. Because he tried to go out on your own and be the first one there. And then the medic just walks over your corpse because he's saving the healing drone for himself. You get to choose from a wide variety of game modes, such as Assault and Secure, where you do what I just explained to you, but in a linear fashion. This is the game mode intended for all of the beginners, console players. Unlike epic gamers such as myself, who've been playing the early access for over a year now. Not to brag or anything, but I have the early access. Horde mode is the iPad kit of game modes, because it drops all that boring crap in the first 75% of missions and jumps immediately into the base building. But we have limited resources now, and oh god, why did you build the sentry turret? It cost 4,000 and is useless this early with no walls, bruh. Introducing the elusive troll, a player who just wants to watch the world burn, wasting resources, deconstructing defenses, and opening gates right before waves. Of course, they are always going to be engineers, so they can more effectively waste ore from a distance, which also makes it much harder to discern who the actual griefer is. Like, bruh, I did not sign up to play a freaking social deduction game. They won't ever team kill, because if they do, then everyone will get a new objective to kick the traitor from the game by killing him. Now, you may think you're gonna get bored in this mode by just left-clicking for an entire mission, until you see the ridiculous XP gain, and there goes your next 30 hours of playtime. Arc Defense. Congratulations, you're actually playing the game now. It has everything you could ever desire, that being you actually have to coordinate with your team in the co-op game. This time, you're building the base while doing all the other objectives at the same time. You actually have to send out small teams across the map to do the secondary or side objectives. The team also has some choices to make. Is this side objective worth the rewards, whether that be a weapons cache or keeping the arachnid levels in check? Do you want to activate the Arc now to bring about the Horde, or do we want to collect some more resources to bolster our defenses? Each planet actually only has one map, it's just that the previous modes use sections of the map, while in Arc Defense, the entire area is open. You all may have noticed that I haven't been fire hosing you with 10 billion brain rot memes per second when talking about this, and that's because Arc Defense is actually the highlight of the game for me, the one mode I'll actually be coming back to the game for. But you know what isn't? Hive Hunt. All you do is walk through tunnels in a straight line, fight off the occasional bug wave, and then blow up 3 hives, and that's it. This mission is so minuscule that it's limited to 4 players, easy mode is the only option, and it spawns a side objective in the Arc Defense, so there's really no point in playing it in the first place. All these missions can be played on a wide variety of planets across the Starship Troopers universe. You got Desert Planet, Fire Planet, Rock Planet. That's it. There is a 4th planet, but we'll get to that one later. The planets rotate every hour per mission, along with these incredibly creative mission modifiers that include things such as more bug spawning, more bug spawning, more bug. There's literally one of these for every single bug type. Warriors deal more damage, but are slower. Warriors deal less damage, but are faster, which is way worse. This game's one and only boss spawning near the end, which is completely broken. Ah, yes, the single-player tutorial. Skip this Please. It just has you leading 3 NPCs through short linear missions with like one objective. It's freaking Hive Hunt again! And you do that like 30 times and boom, there's your single player campaign. Instead of playing with actual players, you have to deal with these retarded AI the entire time. And I get these 3 characters are supposed to have their own personality and backgrounds and stuff, but there's no what the frick is that sound? They wish they were Delta Squad. The only thing saving this is Casper Van Dien reprising his role as the now General Johnny Rico. The white version, not the Filipino version. If it were the Filipino version, it might add a little bit more substance to the whole parody of a Nazis thing. Now, I'll admit, him coming back is actually pretty cool. It's just unfortunate that he only appears in a mode that was shoehorned in last minute because people were complaining about the multiplayer game being a multiplayer game. Oh, he's also streamed the game on Twitch with his daughter before, which is pretty nice. Galactic Front is this game's community goal sort of progression system. It's a linear narrative, progressed by doing missions on one planet, and it seems that each round is going to last about 2.5 months. In the current Galactic Front, the Federation seems to be a bit hyper to conquer the newly discovered planet of Boreas. Wait a minute, immense potential energy sources. That's right, boys, we're going to Hyperboy it to secure the Vril. We are so unbelievably bad. You do missions on this planet in the form of company operations, which requires you to join this game's version of a clan. You could just make your own company and start a company op, and you'll automatically matchmake with other people like I did here. Or you can join my company if you want. Story time.
Just pour this vegetable oil all over me, right? Yep. Get yourself all nice and greasy. Oh, Pete, get it now!
Putting aside that whole Galactic Front thing, the question is, what is the actual overarching theme here? Of course, people are going to go on to X, formerly known, and start arguing about who the real bad guys are, but I, Vado F1, and my infinite media literacy that I got from watching iceberg videos and essays on my favorite analog horrors, will give you the true moral of the story. The Mormons did it! You see, who was behind all of this? Who were the ones who went into the quarantine zone, causing the Arachnids to retaliate by destroying Buenos Aires, leading to a 26-year-long super destructive war? Paul Joseph Smith himself orchestrated this whole entire thing. Ah, Verhoeven, you genius! At the end of the 3rd movie, the Federation adopts Christianity as the official state religion. But we gotta be a little bit more specific here. When this black general and Latink's Navy captain get married, they did it in a church. What kind of church? A big white church. Mormon temple. That one meme about Dune predicting the future was right, but instead of Baron joining Hamas, because they're all dead, he joins a different desert religion, and the members already have blue eyes. The Mormon church originally taught that dark skin was the mark of Cain, which prevented you from going to heaven. And we know that the Arachnids are representative of oppressed brown people. This movie wasn't about fascism or communism at all. Paul Verhoeven was just warning us that it would be the Mormons who achieve T&D in the name of good. In conclusion, is this game as good as Helldivers 2? I mean, come on, you know I had to mention it. No. Is it as fun? Yes. Is it worth the price? Well, it was in early access, but they've since increased the price at launch to $50. That's more than Helldivers 2. What the If you're a hardcore Starship Troopers fan or just itching for more co-op sci-fi shooters, yeah, go right ahead. Otherwise, I would just wait for a sale or a price cut. Plus, by then, there will be loads more content. They have access to the entire IP, which includes psychics, mechs, allied species,